Hi, friends. Marcy Schoenborn here of ShowFit. At 49 years old, I was 60 pounds heavier, had 5 diagnoses, and never felt good. I remember thinking, well, I'm getting older. Turn the clocks forward 11 years to being 60, and I feel 20 all the time. Lots of reasons for what's going on with me. I'm not going to talk about that all here, but every week I'm going to be here teaching you something about health. And if that's where you're at, you want to age well, you're looking into better longevity, um, subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on, whatever it takes, and show up for yourself every week. Check out the talks and put them in action. Well, hello there and welcome to my home. I have wanted to do this talk on turmeric. Actually, I'm going to do a whole series on spices, and I've wanted to do this for some time, and time just gets away from me. But this week, one of my nutrition clients reached out because she knew what I had taught her about turmeric. And keep this in mind, I never say don't listen to your doctor. Yes, listen to your doctor, but take information to your doctor and question them. And if they don't have any information or they don't agree with you on using foods, herbs, and spices, you might want to get a new doctor because, first of all, they're not taught this. Second of all, yes, the stuff does work. So, what happened this week? This week, client comes to me and a doctor had told her that there was no science behind using turmeric in our nutrition for healing. And yes, there is a lot of science. The doctor just is not aware of it. But also, where do you think scientists come up with the medications that they create? They look at what food, herbs, and spices do in the human body. And then they mimic it. So they make something that they can patent, that they can make a lot of money from, but it is engineered and the human body doesn't recognize it identically. That's why disease happens. So that's why there's always going to be side effects from medication. And again, I'm not telling you not to take medication. I'm telling you to educate yourself on how this whole process works. And so I decided to come here, talk about turmeric, and I've even created a PDF. So if you want to know more details than I go through today and to get some recipes that you can use turmeric with, go to my Instagram and direct message me, and I'm happy to get you that PDF. So let's get on with this talk that I have prepared. And here we go. All right. Sorry about that. Bear with me. You know what? I'm 60 years old doing some of these things that all these young people are so good at. And I don't have a 5-year-old running around that knows how computers work and everything. So doing these things on my own, I think I'm doing pretty decent, but whatever. So just bear with me a little bit. But let's talk about turmeric, whether you're dealing with inflammation, joint pain, brain fog, or you're just trying to age well. This talk is for you. So let's get into it. So, what is turmeric? So, first off, it's golden yellow root from the ginger family. So, I call turmeric the king of spices. My next talk on spices will be about ginger, which I call the queen of spices. So, but this has been used in Ayurvedic and traditional medicine for thousands of years. So, really, doctors, there's no proof of any of this? Yeah, there kind of is. So, the active compound in turmeric is called curcumin, and this is where the magic happens. Curcumin is a powerful antioxidant and a natural anti-inflammatory. But I want to throw this out there as well. Another thing that you see, and this is why I wrote the book Stop the Noise, because we hear snippets of things and we take them as that they're the magic tool that can change our whole world. And so what do I mean by that? Like, so maybe you've seen somebody selling like a turmeric supplement and telling you this is all you need to fight inflammation. Friends, if you're not eating well to fight inflammation, that capsule all by itself can't do the job. Okay. The gut's got to be well. The gut's got to be healed. Now, if you're eating well and you add that supplement, then yes, it might work. But a lot of these external things that we hear about, I mean, the list is lengthy and I'll do a talk on that. We get about 10% of the benefits from them if we're not eating well. We could get 100% benefits from them if we were eating well. So curcumin on top of good nutrition. So it affects multiple systems in the body, including the immune system, the brain, the gut, and even the heart. So the top benefits of turmeric, and these are backed by science. I don't teach anything that's not backed by science. I am not one of these creators that goes and hears somebody else, another creator, even some of the doctors out there that are famous creators on this platform, they're telling you a bag of lies. And if you ever want me to debunk something, bring it to me. You know, there's a doctor out there, I don't have to say his name. He's telling you to drink olive oil. I can give you 10 reasons why you shouldn't do that are scientifically sound. There's a doctor out there telling you to chew xylitol gum for dental caries. I can give you spices that do the same thing that you could swish like a mouthwash, and none of it will hurt your liver and kidneys like xylitol does. So bring me your questions. I am all about debunking even the people we're trusting. It's really kind of scary. We live in a scary time. Just go to my Instagram at scho.fit and send me your questions or ask me for a PDF about this talk. I would love to hear from you. So, but what does turmeric actually do? So it reduces inflammation. Curcumin has been shown to be just as effective as ibuprofen in managing knee osteoarthritis pain. In a study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, patients who took curcumin experienced similar improvements in pain and function with fewer side effects compared to NSAIDs. So it works by blocking NF-κB, which is basically the master switch for inflammation in your body. Supports brain function. Curcumin also boosts something called BDNF, which stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. This helps your brain grow new neurons and stay sharp as you age. A 2015 study in the Journal of Psychopharmacology found that healthy older adults who took curcumin showed better attention and working memory. And I am a healthy working adult and older adult, and I do take curcumin, turmeric, and I can tell you it does help. So helps with joint pain, another big win for turmeric, joint health. A 2016 meta-analysis published in the Journal of Medical Food showed that curcumin significantly reduced arthritis symptoms. It works similarly to common pain relievers, but naturally and with fewer risks. Supports heart health. It just keeps getting better. So curcumin improves endothelial function. That's the lining of your blood vessels, which affects blood pressure and clotting. One study in nutrition research found that curcumin worked as well as aerobic exercise at improving vascular health in postmenopausal women. So pretty incredible. But I also want to throw this out there. If you're already on a medication that curcumin, that turmeric could conflict with, discuss this with your doctor. Reach out to me, get a PDF of this, take it to your doctor and talk about it, okay? So there is a catch. Curcumin has low bioavailability. So what does that even mean? So here's the problem. As amazing as curcumin is, it has terrible bioavailability, tripping over my own tongue, on its own. That means your body doesn't absorb it well. it gets metabolized and excreted quickly. So you might be taking turmeric every day and not getting the full benefits. And so this is where BioPerine comes into play. And so BioPerine is a registered trademark item, and I'm going to explain that, and I'm going to explain other things about it. So BioPerine is a patented extract of black pepper, specifically the active compound piperine. It has been shown to increase the absorption of curcumin by up to 2,000%. So that's a lot, 2,000%. That comes from a clinical trial published in Planta Medica, where they gave participants curcumin with and without piperine. The group with piperine absorbed way more curcumin into their bloodstream. So here's where the question is, because if that is a patented, BioPerine is patented, does it have to be BioPerine, or is there piperine in all black pepper? Yes, there is. So it's the active compound responsible for black pepper's sharp flavor and many of its health benefits, including its ability to enhance the absorption of other nutrients like curcumin from turmeric. So yes, you can use other forms of black pepper. And then let's go back to what is piperine. So in BioPerine, piperine's in black pepper. What is piperine? It is an alkaloid found in the outer layer of black peppercorns. It gives black pepper its characteristic heat and pungency, similar to how capsaicin gives chili peppers their kick. How much piperine is in black pepper? Raw ground black pepper contains about 5 to 9% piperine by weight. The exact amount varies depending on pepper variety, growing conditions, and processing. So whole peppercorns tend to retain more than finely ground pepper. So though buying your pepper, your black pepper in a pepper grinder where it's got the whole peppercorns, you're probably going to get more piperine from that. So 1 gram of black pepper, about a half teaspoon, provides 50 to 90 milligrams of piperine. So bioavailability boost, does any black pepper work? Technically, yes. Using regular black pepper with turmeric will help boost curcumin absorption to some extent. However, when you need consistent potency, supplements use BioPerine, a patented and standardized extract that provides 95 to 99% per piperine, pure piperine, easy for me to say. And this is used in clinical doses of 5 to 10 milligrams per capsule to reliably enhance absorption. So while black pepper in food does help, it's harder to control the exact dose, whereas supplements ensure a clinical researched amount. So hopefully there's a good understanding of that now. So in summary, does black pepper have piperine? Yes, naturally present. Can it boost turmeric absorption? Yes, especially when combined with fat. And so when I say fat, I'm not talking about the unhealthy fats. I'm talking about healthy fats. So you've got quality olive oil. You always want to make your olive oil is sourced and developed from the same country. Doesn't matter the country, but you want it all in one. This multi-country stuff is a bunch of garbage, a bunch of malarkey. And it needs to be in a dark glass bottle. And so we'll do a talk on olive oil at some time, but that would be a healthy fat. Avocados are healthy fat. Chia seeds, hemp, brown flax, things like that are going to be your healthy fats, not dairy. So is BioPerine necessary? Not always, but it's more consistent in supplements. So hopefully that answers that part. So how does BioPerine work? Piperine works in 2 main ways. It inhibits liver enzymes. So this is why it even matters, okay? It inhibits liver enzymes that would otherwise break down curcumin too quickly. It also enhances nutrient absorption by increasing blood flow in the digestive tract and slowing transit time. And you know what I always love about these explanations is if you don't see God in action, you're not paying attention. He designed everything we need for wellness, and he designed our body to recognize it. And this is why when we eat well and we use supplements that are derived from natural sources, we are going to be extremely healthy. This is how I went from 49 with 5 diseases to 60 with none. So This gives curcumin a much longer window to be absorbed and actually used by your body. So, so anytime you're taking turmeric or curcumin, make sure it has BioPerine or pepperine in the formula, or at least pair it with black pepper in your food or drinks. So how to use turmeric and BioPerine together. So look for curcumin supplements standardized to 95% curcuminoids, easy for me to say, ideally with 5 to 10 milligrams of BioPerine. Take it with a meal containing fat, again, healthy fats, to boost absorption even more. You can also make turmeric latte or golden milk. There's some recipes on the PDF. If you request it, you're going to get some recipes from me for some of these things. Just add a pinch of black pepper and coconut oil to make the golden milk. So for pain or inflammation, dosages often range from 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day of curcumin extract. And the beautiful thing is no side effects. Always check with your doctor if you're on blood thinners, have gallbladder issues, or are pregnant. So if you're on any medication and you want to incorporate more spices for your health, always consult with your physician. So bonus uses of turmeric supports gut health. And that is huge. So many people underestimate the gut, and the gut is the secret to our health foundation. So it may help with depression and mood regulation, shows potential in preventing cancer cell growth in lab studies, boosts the body's own antioxidant enzymes like glutathione, and helps modulate the immune system, making it great for autoimmune support. So here's the big takeaway. Turmeric is one of the most versatile, powerful herbs you can add to your routine, but without BioPerine, you're probably missing out on most of its benefits. Whether you're focused on aging well, reducing joint pain, supporting your brain, or just managing daily inflammation, turmeric with black pepper extract can be a game changer. So thanks for tuning in. If you found this helpful, hit like, leave a comment with your turmeric questions, message me on Instagram. Be sure that you subscribe because I'm going to be putting out 1 to 3 talks every week all about aging well, doing it gracefully, doing it healthfully, and also I'm going to be coming on debunking some things that some people have taken as carved in stone, and some people may not be so happy to hear it, but it is what it is. I'm here to teach the truth about God's food. So subscribe for more wellness deep dives made simple, and have a very, very blessed day.